Hello everyone! Today's a makes video. I will model for you everything that I sewed in November and December. I'm Sharon. Welcome to my channel where we talk all about sewing. Are you ready to see everything I sewed? Let's go. The Cashmerette Roseclair dress is a woven wrap dress with cup sizes C through H. I sewed this in a size 10 using the GH cup size option, and I did do a 1-inch additional full bust adjustment. Because of the size on the dart on this one, I split that into 2 darts. I really appreciate how full that overlap is for a wrap dress. As you can see here, plenty of coverage. The fabric is a gorgeous viscose crepe that I purchased from Minerva Fabrics. The fabric worked beautifully in this dress, but it is a fabric hog. I needed almost 5 yards of fabric. Vogue 9329. This is a Marcy Tilton design from 2018. I have sewn this dress twice before, and I wear my ITY version often. Now this pink one is a stretch velvet that I've had in my stash for years. I had previously done a 1-inch FBA, and for this dress I added an additional 1/2-inch FBA. I did not take into consideration that the stretch velvet does not have the 50% stretch as recommended, and it is just a bit too tight in the bust area. On Instagram, when I posted it, I had a lot of recommendations to throw it into the magic closet and pull it out in a few weeks to see if I like it better. I think I will take that advice. To sew this dress, I used 3 different patterns, so this is definitely a Franken pattern. I used the Cashmerette Concord T, Vogue 9244, and the Itch to Stitch Glenelly dress. I found this red stretch mini corduroy at Hobby Lobby in the clearance section, and I bought it with plans to sew a long sleeve top for the holiday season. Well, that quickly morphed into this dress. I started with the bodice of the Cashmerette Concord T, and then I added the long open sleeves from Vogue 9244. Finally, I added the skirt portion from the Glenelly dress. Once I was done, I thought it was too short, but actually I'm okay wearing this with the knee-high boots or with leggings. Vogue 1820, a Sandra Betsina pattern from the fall 2021 release. This was also my last Mart Fabrictopia make for 2021. I used 5 different knits to create this look. I also chose to use black as my base, even though one of my goals for 2021 had been to add fewer black garments to my wardrobe. Oh well. I have a complete review video for this with more details if you're interested. I'll link to that in the description box, as well as to the Mart Fabrictopia blog post. Vogue 1843. This is a Sandra Betsina design that I did an entire review video, and commenters were definitely divided on this look. I love it, even if you don't. That's the beauty of sewing and fashion. We all get to choose what we like for ourselves. I used a colorful striped knit from Minerva. It was a really easy sew, and I do plan on sewing the tunic length in the near future. I'll link that review video and the Minerva blog post in the description box below if you're interested in learning more about the dress. Here I have the Style Arc Joan woven top paired with McCall's 7786 wide leg pants. This fabric was an impulse buy from Hobby Lobby. This glitter stretch black velvet caught my eye. I love the shape of the Joan top. I sewed it last fall and I wore it often. I did make a few changes this time. I raised the neckline 1 inch and I shortened the top by 1.5 inches. I have sewn the pants from this pattern probably 10 times, one of my favorites. Now when I was done with this outfit, I was afraid all I had done was sew in a fancy pair of pajamas. But I added necklaces, some sequin booties, and wore it to an event at church, and I received multiple compliments. Plus, I was comfortable all night long. McCall's 8003. When this pattern was first released, it didn't receive a lot of positive attention. I, on the other hand, loved it as soon as I saw it. I sewed it previously in a black ITY knit. This one is out of a gorgeous stretch velvet that I purchased from Stylemaker Fabrics. This pattern is close fitting, so I did do a full bust adjustment. You know, actually, I had to do an additional 1 inch to the upper sleeves as they were too tight for me. This was a really quick sew. It's basically just a t-shirt with an overlay that creates a cutout feature. Ignore the fabric. This is just a test, okay? This is the Style Arc Palermo pants paired with a Concord tee. I had this piece of tie-dye cotton jersey that I really did not like the feel of after I pre-washed it, so that's why I used it to test the fit. I also went down a size, and I'm really happy with the fit. And, you know, it's not the most attractive look in my opinion, but I could certainly see myself snuggled on the couch eating popcorn, watching movies wearing this. Another test garment, but this time I do like the fabric. This is the style Arc Florence top. I really liked the sleeves on this top, but I was unsure of the fit in the body, so that's why I sewed the test garment. This beautiful fabric was a designer fabric from Mart Fabrics. I bought it years ago, so I don't remember the fiber content anymore. This top has a center front and center back seam, hem and sleeve cuffs, and sleeve pleats create the fullness at the shoulder. I added a dart to get a better fit through the bust for me. I love the top, but the floral print hides those fabulous details. All I need to do now is go through my stash and look for a plain colored fabric to sew this up again. Vogue 1847, another test. Okay, this is probably a love it or hate it design. This is designed for wovens, but I always pictured it in a structured knit, like a scuba knit. So I tested it using a medium weight cotton jersey that I purchased from Fabrictopia. The pattern has multiple cup sizes, and I sewed my normal size with the D cup option. As you can see, it's too large. The sleeve fullness is created with a dart and multiple pleats. I do like it, but it doesn't really work on me in combination with that funnel neck. There's just too much fabric across my upper body, making my bust line look even larger than it is. Now those sleeves, I shortened them by 1 inch, and I did use the shortened lengthened lines provided, and they're still wider at the wrist than shown on the pattern cover. There's an invisible zipper in the back, and I used a 7 inch instead of a 22 inch. I am going to sew another one. I do think I will change the funnel neck to probably a V-neck line, which is a better look for me. And for a test garment, this is fine. I'll wear this around the house. The style Arc Sorrento skirt. I think this is my new favorite skirt. It's an easy to sew pull-on skirt with 2 asymmetrical flounces at the hemline. I sewed this out of a beautiful Viscose Challis, and it is from Minerva. I did receive that as a gift in exchange for writing a blog post on their website. When I pulled the fabric out of the packaging, my husband said, "Oh, that is so cool. I love it. It looks like agates." And it does indeed. There is 1.5 inch elastic at the top, and as you can see here, if the wind gathers at the bottom of the skirt, you are still covered. There's a multitude of colors in the fabric, and I chose to pull out that purple. After all, periwinkle is Pantone 2022 color of the year. And that's everything I sewed in November and December. I have a couple favorites. How about you? Until I see you in the next video, I hope you have a blessed day and happy sewing.